Are you having a panic attack or experiencing intense anxiety that makes you freeze up or quickly want to get away from the anxious situation that you're in? Here are 3 highly effective strategies that you can do immediately, right when you start to feel your anxiety escalate. The first strategy is controlled breathing. Why does this work? Because anxiety causes rapid, shallow breathing that alerts your brain that something is wrong, and this increases your feelings of panic. You can regain control of your breathing, and if you can do this, you can turn down the volume of your alarm bells going off in your brain that make you feel like something bad is going to happen. And this will calm your body so you can focus on stopping the negative, intrusive thoughts. This will interrupt the cycle of anxiety that you're feeling. So how do you do this? First, you inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Next, you hold your breath for a count of 4. Then you slowly exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. And finally, you pause for another count of 4 before repeating these steps for about 1 to 2 minutes until you feel grounded. Now, I'm exaggerating this breathing pattern to model how to do it, but you can practice this technique and do it very subtly so that no one can tell that you're doing deep breathing exercise. The second strategy is what's called a grounding technique, or the 5-4-3-2-1 method. So why does this work? Grounding yourself by focusing on your 5 senses focuses your attention on the present moment. This interrupts the racing, intrusive thoughts that are spiraling your anxiety and sends you into a panic attack. You're essentially distracting yourself away from your anxious thoughts by focusing on something else, your senses. This can interrupt the cycle of your escalating anxiety as well. So how do you do this strategy? You need to identify 5 things that you can see around you, 4 things that you could touch. You don't need to actually touch these things. You just need to identify the things that you could touch. For example, the texture of your clothing or nearby objects that you can see. Then identify 3 things that you can hear. For example, birds chirping in the distance, or distant talking, or the sound of footsteps near you. Then identify 2 things you can smell, or you can recall a favorite scent that you might have. And finally, 1 thing that you can taste. Like, what does the inside of your mouth taste like? Is it coffee from the morning, a sandwich you had from lunch, or you can recall a favorite taste? Again, this helps distract you away from your anxiety. The third strategy is progressive muscle relaxation. So why does progressive muscle relaxation work? Well, anxiety creates a physical tension in your body. Your brain's instinct is to tell your muscles to get ready to fight or run away. Progressive muscle relaxation can help release the tension in your body by relaxing the different muscle groups, which sends a signal to your brain that it's safe to relax. So how do you do this strategy? A lot of mental health professionals will tell you to start with your toes and your feet and work upward through your body. But you don't have to be that systematic. Choose what works best for you. You probably don't want to do something that's obvious to everyone around you, like strike in a muscle man pose, and that's obviously going to draw attention to you and make people wonder, what's this guy doing, randomly striking a pose? You can start with clenching your fists for 5 seconds and then releasing them. You can repeat this if that works for you, or you can move to a different muscle group. Like, you can curl your toes for 5 seconds and then release your toes. Or you can clench your teeth for 5 seconds and then release. And the key with all of these is that you're focusing on the relaxing feeling after you release your muscles. You'll notice the physical tension that you feel when you're squeezing your muscles, and then notice the relaxed feeling when your tension is released. Even doing this for 30 seconds to a minute can help break the cycle of your spiraling anxiety. And of course, when you start using these strategies, you won't do them perfectly, and it might even feel a little strange to do them. But as you practice, you will get better and better, and they will become much more automatic. I always tell people to practice these not just when you're anxious, but also at random times during the day when you're not anxious. This will help master these strategies much quicker. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and if you like what you hear, hit the like button and subscribe to hear more.